You might have already seen my other video on how to remember the 4-point DFT matrix, and in this video I'm going to tell you a shortcut so that you can easily remember the values for the 8-point DFT matrix method. And usually many of them will feel difficult for filling the tables with all the 64 values, and we do have a formula to calculate each and every value, but I'm going to tell you a shortcut so that it will be easy for you to save some time during the exam. So, and we know the formula to calculate x of k is w base n power kn into x of n, both in matrix format, and this matrix is going to be the common matrix for all the problem irrespective of the value of x of n. So, to remember this 8-point DFT matrix, I'm going to tell you a shortcut. We always know that it is an 8 cross 8 matrix, so I have written numbers here in column as well as in rows. And you also know that the first row and the first column is going to be 1. So we need to fill the rest of the matrix. So take the first column, third column, fifth column and seventh column. Similarly, take the first row, third row, fifth row and seventh row. Here, the first column and the first row is already filled up. So we are left out with 3 columns and 3 rows. First we need to fill these 3 columns and the 3 rows. Then we can proceed further. So take the middle one, take the fifth one. We already have a value of 1. So next it is minus 1. Next 1. Next minus 1. 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1. It comes in an alternating order. Similarly for the fifth row, the same. Minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1. Now go to the third column. It is starting with 1. Okay. Next it is minus j minus 1. Next j 1. Next minus j minus 1. Next j. Now come to the 7th column. Just write the conjugate value of the third column. Conjugate in the sense you need to take the conjugate only for imaginary values and not for the real values. So 1 will stay as such, minus j will become plus j, minus 1 will be minus 1, j will be minus j, 1 will be 1, minus j will become plus j, minus 1, minus 1, j will become minus j. Now do the same for third row and seventh row. Is 1 minus j minus 1 plus j plus 1 minus j minus 1 plus j. Now write in the conjugate. For minus j it is j, for j it is minus j, for minus j it is j, for j it is minus j. Okay. Now we are left out with these empty elements and we need to fill these elements. And the only element that will come here is 1 by root 2 and j by root 2. So first take the negative version, that is 1 by root 2 minus j by root 2. Okay. Fill the same value in diagonal manner. The same value should be repeated in all the empty boxes here. So here it is 1 by root 2 minus j by 2. Next, come to the bottom left place. Write down the conjugate of 1 by root 2 minus j by root 2. So it is going to be 1 by root 2 plus j by root 2. Write the same value in this diagonal manner. Okay, that's all. Now we are left out with empty boxes over here. For filling these two empty boxes, consider this corner. For filling these two empty boxes, consider this corner. And for here, we can consider this value. And for here, we can consider this value. So for this box, just take the negative version of the real value alone. So it is going to be minus 1 by root 2 minus j by root 2. The same value will come here. Minus 1 by root 2 minus j by root 2. Here it is going to be minus 1 by root 2 plus j by root 2. Here the same value. Just negate the real value alone, you will get the exact value here. It is minus 1 by root 2 plus, for here it is minus 1 by root 2 plus j by root 2. And for here it is minus 1 by root 2 minus j by root 2. That's it. So in this method, you can easily remember all the 64 values, that is 8 rows and 8 column values without any issues. And if you multiply the x of value in matrix form, you will get the x of k directly. For example, if x of n is given as 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0, with the value of x of n is 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0, just multiply this matrix with the x of n value, you will get x of k directly. And thank you for watching.